We are in a civilization where, from things like combating the early mortality of children, the access to warmth, to security, to vaccination, so many things, and yet on the other side, as you were mentioning there with the Trumpian values, we also have a rise of a new dogma, which doesn't seem to be needed in any way to be bedded in evidence-based thought. How can you, in the communication that you practice, how can that effectively combat those issues?
I should say that we're on our way to Australia, where we're going to do some live shows. And at face value, those shows, and we'll talk about it, are about cosmology, about what we understand about the origin and evolution of the universe. Actually, before the Big Bang, which is a semantic point in a sense, but we'll certainly talk about that as well. But underlying that, the things we talk about now in modern cosmology are almost ridiculous. We talk about a universe with 350,000 million galaxies like the Milky Way. How do we know? How do we count them? We talk about a universe that's 13.8 billion years old. How do we know? How do we make that measurement? So all those facts, the precision with which we can describe the evolution of the universe from, let's say, less than a billionth of a second after the Big Bang, and actually even speculate about what happened before that, is quite remarkable. But the parallel is, of course, the sort of undercurrent is how did we know those things? How do we know? How can we speak with confidence of a measurement of the age of the universe, or indeed the age of the Earth, or the mass of the Earth, or the mass of the Sun? How were these things done? They took the deploying that philosophy of ignorance. Really, they're the fruits of that. So I think what you can see when you look at the precision of our understanding of worlds beyond our experience and conditions so far away from human experience, it's almost impossible to see how you could get a handle on it. That same process, I think, and Feynman thought, and many think, can be deployed for questions, not only questions with direct connection to science, like climate change and how perhaps we should respond to it, and what's the most likely outcome if we carry on, all those things, public health policy. There are obvious areas. But I think that, as I said, that deploying that philosophy of ignorance can be, I'd like to say it could be deployed throughout human thought, with caveats, of course. You don't develop policy necessarily. It's not a logical, you can't just press a button and develop policy. There's obviously opinion in that, but you can measure the effectiveness of policy based on some framework.